Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Common English Mistakes. Don't just learn, improve. So today we're going to look at the common mistakes people make with the nouns job and work. Very easy to confuse these, but after the video you're going to know when to use these and be able to avoid the common errors people make. So anyway, the mistakes are up here. So just pause the video, try to correct the sentences and make them more natural. And well done if you said, I have a lot of work at the moment. My friend found a job as a waiter. Could also say found work as a waiter, but found a job is more common. Everyone at work or in my office is busy this week. I like my job because my colleagues are really nice. I finish work at 5 o'clock. And maybe you could say, what is your job? But it's not very natural for the last one. The question you want to be asking here is, what do you do? Or maybe, what do you do for work? So let's look at the main differences between work and job. Firstly, and I think most importantly, job is countable and work is uncountable. So we say a job, but we're never going to say a work. And work is never going to have an S. If you want to make it countable, you need to say a piece of work or 2 pieces of work. And then for the difference in meaning, sometimes it sort of overlaps, but try to keep it separate. A job is all about the position, occupation, title, kind of identity. So for example, I'm a teacher and I like my job. Work is much more general and it's talking about the activities you do in this job. So for example, an accountant is a difficult job. Their work activity involves a lot of maths. So to clarify this point, just pause the video and think of a dangerous job, occupation, title, which involves physical work, activity. So for me, I'm going to say a firefighter is a dangerous job which involves very physical work. And the other mistakes I hear a lot is when it comes to phrases. Generally, we're going to use the job phrases to talk about one situation and the work phrases another. So just pause the video, look at the sentences up here and think which one is talking about an everyday situation and which one is talking about changing your work situation. And well done if you said the first one, I finish work at 5, is talking about your everyday work routine. The work phrases, which is usually just a verb and the word work, no article, to talk about your everyday routine. For example, in the morning, I go to work, then I get to work, I start work, then I am at work, I finish work, and I leave work. All of these can perfectly describe your daily routine. And then the job phrases, my friend found a job as a waiter, are all about your work situation changing. So for example, if you don't have a job, you're gonna look for a job. And if you find one you like, you're gonna apply for that job. And hopefully, the company will offer you a job. And you can either accept the job, or turn down the job. And when this happens, you say to your friends, I found or I got a job. And then when you have it, you do your job. And then after a few years, maybe you want to do something else, you leave your job. Or if you do something bad, you lose your job. The only one I would say where it overlaps is talking about whether you're employed or unemployed. So we can say he is in a job, in work at the moment, or he is out of a job, out of work at the moment. Anyway, there are more work and job phrases, and I really would recommend studying them. So I've put the link to the MacMillan Pages for both down the bottom. Macmillan really is by far the best dictionary in my opinion. I'm not getting paid or anything, it's just really good, great definitions, good examples will really help you. And finally, it's not grammatically wrong to say what is your job, but it's very unnatural and quite direct, so quite impolite. The question you always want to be asking is what do you do? Which is nice because it includes things like student, retired, or maybe what do you do for work, or what do you do for a living? A bit more sort of colloquial. So explanation over. Now let's practice and improve. Just pause the video and put work or job or an appropriate phrase into these sentences. And well done. If you said, I think being a professional chef is a difficult job. The work is very stressful. I sometimes have a drink with colleagues after work. When I was 16, I found or got a job in a supermarket. Sadly, my friend has been out of work, out of a job for a while. I left or I quit my old job 2 years ago. When I have a lot of work, I like to listen to the radio. And I usually finish or maybe leave work at 7. So now just pause the video and write, say or discuss the same sentences for you. And finally, today's question, what is your dream job and why do you like this type of work? So do write those in the comments, guys. Useful for you, useful for me. So that's basically it for today. Something which is a bit confusing and very easy to make mistakes with, but if you remember the main points of the video, you're going to avoid these errors. Once again, guys, if you like the video and you haven't done so already, do make sure to subscribe, and if you think others might find it useful, tell your friends. Word of mouth is really important. But I'll see you in another video in the next few days. Until then, see ya!